I come back to my lighting journey. Most of the time, a lighting designer's work is considered ephemeral because their work is to be subtle and unnoticeable. But at the same time, they must also reflect the ambience, seasons, location, occasion, or it can be a fancifulness of a character that the architects of the interior designer is trying to project. We hope that by watching our episodes, you will have a better understanding of what makes the lighting design industry so wonderful and different perspectives that each individual has on this fine and brilliant art of light. For today, we are very proud and honored to have two lighting designers from ILD to share their experiences and story with us.
I'm Christine Sicangco. I'm the principal designer and founder of CSLDI, together with Jovi, who is my husband and principal partner, and with a varied group of architects, interior designers, electrical engineers, and graphic designers. We formed the CSLDI team. We are one of the first few independent lighting design firms here in the Philippines.
My name is Jovi. I'm the partner of Christine and principal of CSLDI. My background is in electrical engineering and business management. I finished my electrical engineering studies at the University of the Pacific in Stockton, California, and did my business management studies at St. Mary's College of California. I'm in charge of the technical side of CSLDI, plus the production side as well. During my free time, I like to do some gardening because I love plants.
I actually have a master's degree in architectural lighting design. Prior to that, I took up environmental design and was looking for a master's program in New York. So I looked up Parsons School of Design, and then I saw that they were offering lighting design, and that's where I took my master's degree. After school, after graduating from my master's program, I worked for two architectural lighting design firms, one of which is Johnson Schwinghammer Lighting Consultants under Bill Schwinghammer. And the other one is Horton Lee's Lighting Design Incorporated under Jules and Barbara Horton and Stephen Lees and Susan Brady before she had her own studio. That was my path. And then I came back after working and studying in the US. I came back in the mid-90s where I established CSLDI. When I came back, there was no lighting design of any kind, like a design practice here in the Philippines.
I joined her and became partners with her back in 1997. I was in charge of the R&D and the production side of the lighting fixtures. These were all handmade, decorative fixtures like table lamps, floor lamps. So we did that for quite some time.
Until the Asian financial crisis.
Yeah, then we concentrated on architectural lighting design around 2006. Yeah. Wow, the most common challenge or difficulty is when the design specifications are changed, and usually with a lower quality and performance. And this happens a lot. This may come from the contractor, the suppliers, and sometimes the owners themselves. We usually make a report explaining why these alternate fixtures are not suitable for the project. And it's a challenge doing that report, especially if everyone think that a light is just an ordinary light. They're all the same. So that's really the most common challenge that we have.
It's really educating the clients and the design team on the value and importance of lighting design. This is a constant challenge and like an everyday thing that we do. What I sometimes forget is that not everyone understands the essence and value of lighting design. The quote from IALD, good lighting does not just happen, it is designed, is so true. It's a continuous awareness to educate and make them understand what the value and importance of lighting design is when dealing with the clients and the design team.
Sometimes people think what we do is placing dots on the paper. And that's not what we do, really. We're doing lighting design. It's not dots on the paper, and they think the dots are just dots. That's it.
For me, back in 1994, when we started CSLDI, there was no lighting design in the Philippines. And so we started designing fixtures using indigenous materials, and we did decorative fixtures like table lamps, floor lamps, everything. And we had a factory, and we did this for quite some time. There are times that people think we still do that, and we don't do. So that's what they think we do. We design lamps, table lamps, and floor lamps. It's just now that we have this practice that they are slowly getting to understand that lighting consultancy is totally different from what we've done previously. Okay, we met while diving, so underwater diving. We used to do that quite a lot before.
Every weekend.
That's how we met. Conflicts between Jovi and me usually don't last very long because there's just so much to do at work.
Yeah.
So we might fight immediately, but after a minute we're done with it because we need to know what happens next.
Yeah, we go to the next project. That's why.
So we can't have a long-lasting fight. We don't.
Yeah, it should be less than 5 minutes.
Yes, always less than 5 minutes. But we fight often.
Yeah. Every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes. Who do you think?
Yeah, she is the boss.
No.
Every 5 minutes.
No, I would say we do have equal. It's a give and take.
It's a
between the two
teamwork.
of us.
That's
Yes,
why
teamwork.
there's no one's the boss. We have to be on a teamwork. Otherwise, again.
I won't be able to do it without him. He won't be able to do it without
Yeah.
me. It just works perfectly fine for us. Me being the design side and he the technical side, doing the production side.
Again, as she said, she's the design side and the technical side. So putting those together is really, it's been working for us for a long time.
Yeah. So we have both. We're lucky to have both between the two of us, and plus our team, of course, that helps and supports us. So in that sense, I guess we're very lucky to be able to complement each other. The project is the SMART flagship store in Manila. SMART is one of the biggest telecommunication providers in the Philippines. In this project, we needed light to ensure that the products were very well displayed without creating glare in the video displays and terminals. The solution was even and diffused lighting via the use of the parasol. We used Luci linear strip lights for the longevity and performance of the product. Since there's a number of limited times that you can open the parasol, we had to make sure that the light installed behind is one that will give us no problems and it will last a long time. We looked into using panel lights, but we chose Luci because we have had a good experience with the product and we could not compromise the project, knowing there was a limit to the number of times you can open when you maintain the light inside. The intent of the design was to ensure that the products being displayed will be well lit and that no glare would be reflected onto the display screens, which again was all over the walls and on the tables. That was the reason why we used the parasol with the strip lights behind it. Well, it's not really the lighting fixture, but I would say the parasol. If they could extend the frequency of taking it down so that you can maintain the fixtures inside, that would be a plus, because right now there's a limit to how many times you can open and close the parasol. So that would be it. I guess it's procurement, having the products arrive in time, and of course the cost. So, which is normal in every project, I guess. But it's really, there was a short period of time that we had to make sure that everything was arrived and was installed to meet the construction deadline. So I guess it happens in every project as well.
This is OKADA, Manila. This is a hotel, resort, and casino that occupies an area of about 45 hectares facing Manila Bay. We started this project back in 2012, and to this date, we're still doing it now. This date, there's about 1,000 rooms here. The photos that you see here are about the rooms, the front desk, and the retail corridor. But we've used a lot of Luci strip lights for this project. A lot. There was a lot of strip lights that were used here. As we did the restaurant, the casino areas, that includes the VIP and the junket casinos, the retail areas, the beach club, which is huge, the facade, and the 30,000 square meter garden. And most of the areas, again, we're using Luci strip lights. The reason why we used the Luci strip lights was really before doing this project, we were introduced to Luci, and we were given the proper information, the support, the samples that we use for mock-up in our office before doing the design. And the help that Luci gave us in achieving all of those, the information again, the support was really great. That's the reason why we selected Luci for MBR.
Plus also the product itself, which has superior performance and quality.
As you can see in the rooms, the glow, the cove, it has a really nice soft glow. The product was really great. For the OKADA project, there was a lot of sub-projects within that project. Our main goal really was to uplift the design intent of the architect and the interior designer. There was just too many things to be done given time. So it was really developing the concept based on the concept that was given to us by the ID and the architect. For the design, I would not change it at all. The only thing that we could have asked was more time. And for the fixture design, maybe during that time, back in 2012, 14, I think, that we used the Luci fixtures, it would have been nice if there was a more diffuse lighting fixture. But still, I don't complain about the fixture that we used then. Okay, the major difficulty was, again, the time given to us, from concept to final documents. This project had a lot of sub-projects, like we had the restaurant, the casino, which included the VIP and junket casinos, the retail areas, the indoor beach club, which was huge. I think it was called the biggest beach club in Southeast Asia. And then we're doing also the facade, the 30,000 square meter garden, doing all of this together in a short span of time, besides the other projects outside OKADA.
That was really a challenge.
It was a challenge. And thankfully, we had a great CSLDI team.
Yes.
And we
great
managed.
Support from
we managed
Luci
to do
well.
it. And still are doing it right now.
Reliability and longevity. Based on our experience with Luci, in general, we are assured that the project does not come back to us with problems due to the fixtures specified.
The support, the product information, that the samples that were provided to us before the projects, and it was great.
It's not easy to establish a lighting design practice in a country where lighting design is in its infancy. So my advice is to persevere and continue to do what you do, even if it gets hard. Because the more lighting designers there are in the Philippines, the better it would be. It would be for the industry, lighting industry. So the more lighting designers here and abroad would be better for the industry.
Well, I like the motto of Nike, just do it.
I hope you have enjoyed so far. As part of Luci dedication to the lighting community, we hope that those of you who are interested will have a better understanding now. Do drop us your feedbacks or any question within the comment section below, and we will make sure to reply as soon as possible. Once again, thank you for spending your time with us. Please stay safe in the best of health and do not forget to get vaccinated. See you soon.